Hey, so I wanted to tune in and show y'all a little bit of our oyster farm. We've been out here doing repairs today. So this is one of the farms. And you can see some of them that's not laid down. Some of them are sticking up. We call that tombstones. So we're out here today taking care of that. We're tying ropes onto the buoys and getting the bags secured to the line. And we have to do this because of storms and you know, a strong northeaster can come through here and wipe it out. Or if it flips bags up, the oysters aren't in the water, so they're not feeding and they could die. So it's important that we do this. The tombstones, they have oysters in them, and they may have one rope or they're heavy on one end, and it makes it heavy and it stands up. So we have to get out there and shake those out and get them kind of leveled in the bag. Here's one of the bags that we're bringing in for repair. The buoy was cut. There's Zachary. Hey, buddy. Let's check in with you, Cap.
I didn't cut that buoy.
It's so nice out today. We've only seen, I think, one other boat. They just left. We just saw them briefly. So here's another farm we're coming up on. We're headed back to the barge. We're going to go get us some lunch, and then we're going to come back and knock out another line or two of repairs. This morning it was slick cam out. It's a little breezy, you know, this time of day today.
Southeast 5 to 10.
Southeast 5 to 10, Captain says.
High 66.
High 66. I think we were expected to get a little rain shower at some point today, but we haven't gotten it yet. Okay, so here's another farm. So the holes in the bags are different sizes, different millimeter. We have like a nursery bag, which is probably like a 4 or 5 millimeter. The nursery, fours, yeah, nurseries are 4 millimeter. And then we have like, we have a 9 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 18, it's about an 18, 19, that's what we call our big marsh. And we usually put our put bags when we harvest. And we have oysters that did not quite make it to market. We put those back into the big marsh bags. So, and they're in a bigger, it's got a bigger hole, so they're getting more food and they will grow. And we thin them out, and they'll be ready in about a month or so, hopefully. So I'll show you some of the marsh. We're marsh monkeys, y'all. Sean's gonna get us some t-shirts that say marsh monkeys. One adult oyster filters 50 gallons of oyster a day.
24-hour period.
In a 24-hour period. One adult oyster filters 50 gallons of water a day. How about that? Look what we're doing out here. Cleaning these waters up. All those oysters are filtering these waters.
Yeah, ought to be getting a subsidy.
Yes, we should be getting a subsidy. Yeah, that's something to laugh about. That's something to laugh about.
APA's going to help us right out.
Oh. Hey. Say hey. Lots of oysters out there. Lots to take care of. Job security. I'm coming up on another section of it. We have different types of gear we use. We have some that's called Zapco. and we have intermoss.
Oyster Grove.
We have oyster grows.
Submerged products.
We have some submerged products. What's your favorite gear, Captain? Yeah, what's your favorite gear?
I like the side slip back myself because of maintenance and being able to keep it clean. But you can grow oysters with just about anything. You know, when you bike, you can stand still long enough.
I couldn't do that. He calls me squirrel. We're in our little J-boat. Got a little Suzuki motor on her. She scoots us around the farms. We definitely wouldn't be able to get out and walk this. We used to when we were over in Nelson Bay. We didn't use a J-boat. Zachary and Julius or whoever was helping us, they would get out and push a scow and they would walk. Did a lot of walking in a day, these guys did. Alright, we're getting ready to come up on the last farm over here on this section. So it's a grid. They come out here and they set anchors and they make a grid and then they run these bags up and down making lines. And then we tie the oyster bags, the oyster gear, we tie them onto the line, and that's how they're holding. So we've got they got a buoy marking where the anchors are. And these are Zapcos. This is Zapco gear. The ones that are flipped up are empty. They're flipped up, they're empty. If they're flipped down, they're drinking. They're full. Here you go. We got a better view of them. These are all empties. We need to get those filled up. And we flip them up. See the fouling on them? When you flip them up, the sun, it dries it out and it kills the barnacles, the grass, the algae, you know, just the fouling that has grown on the bag. Zach, you like your job out here?
I'll make that man loyal, can
That's Julius's son. That's my stepson. That's Julius's son.
Daddy told her it's peaceful when you're by yourself.
Yeah, that's right. It's peaceful. We don't have people to really answer to.
There ain't a lot of traffic out here.
No traffic, that's right.
No horns blowing.
Yeah, no horns blowing, no traffic, I was gonna say no rat race, but sometimes it is when we got a lot to do. All right, we're coming up on the Parker and our barge. We're gonna eat us some lunch and then we're gonna go back out and tie some more bags on the line, get them secured. We don't want to have to drag them out of the marsh.
Can't make no money like that.
All right, here we are. Lunchtime. Have a good day. God bless y'all.